played the game Two Truths and a Lie?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Where you tell two things that are false and one that's true, and then you have to try to figure out which one it is?
Yes.
Okay, today we're going to start with two facts and an opinion. And I'm going to share two facts about myself, and one of them will be an opinion, and you can decide which one's which. Okay, in June, I will have been married for 25 years. I am a really good driver, and I have a California driver's license. So which of those three statements is an opinion? Do you want me to repeat them?
Yeah.
Okay. In June, I will have been married for 25 years. Write that on the board so you can remember.
Miss Allen, can I have a different marker?
We put A, B, or C.
Those markers terrible.
Okay. A, B, and C. B is I'm a good driver.
I'm a good driver.
And C is I have a California driver's license. Okay, did you get your marker?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so is A, B, or C an opinion? Brooke,
B was the opinion.
that I'm a good driver?
Mm-hmm.
Right, because, how do you know that, Brooke?
Because you have a driver's license, so that's a fact.
Right, I can prove it, right?
Right.
I can show you my driver's
Miss-
license, exactly
Miss
right.
Allen, I just think B is not wrong.
It's still Brooke's turn. Go ahead.
And then A would be a fact also because you actually spent 25 years.
Could I produce a license, a marriage license stating that I've been married for 25 years? Yes, so I have a legal documentation for that as well.
And then for your driving, like you may think you drive well, or someone else might not think you drive as good. So.
We've all been passengers in those cars, haven't we? With people who think they're a good driver and they're not, okay? So whether or not you're a good driver would be an opinion, wouldn't it? Okay, even though, Brooke, I could say to you, I've only had one ticket in my whole life and I've never been in an accident.
What was the ticket for?
Would that be a lot of evidence
That would be a lot.
that I am a good driver? Yes. But it's still an opinion, isn't it? Because certain words are a clue. Okay, a fact, like Brooke pointed out to us, is a statement that can be proven or verified. And verified is kind of the fancy word for tested. An opinion is a view, is someone's view, belief, or way of thinking about something. In other words, it's more like a feeling, okay? Does that make sense? So I'm going to keep these posted throughout the lesson so you can refer to them if during our interactive portion of the lesson. Okay, so each of you, I would like you to do now what I just did for you. I would like you to write two facts about yourself and one opinion. Yes, Kelly?
I have another pen, Sally.
Yes. Yes.
For the facts and opinions, I write on my whiteboard.
Yes, on your own little whiteboard. Yes, that's why y'all have one at your desk.
All right.
Has anybody finished?
I finished.
Isaac, would you like to share your two
I would
facts?
love to share.
Thank you.
For my, I don't say like which is which. I just say it.
You can tell us which is which. That would be fine.
My opinion is I have a nice style.
Okay.
And my facts is I wear hats. And another fact is I love the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. That is true. That is a fact that he loves the Dallas Cowboys. I've heard him talk about it many times. What if he said the Dallas Cowboys are the greatest team? Would that be a fact or an opinion?
That would be an
opinion.
It would be both.
And there's lots of people in the room who might disagree with you, right?
Because they're just saying
It can't be, but it can't actually be both. It can only be a fact or an opinion, okay? So, you could say the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl. They didn't this year. 5 times. Okay, that would be a fact. But does that mean that they're the greatest team? Not necessarily.
No, the
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens, I don't think they just won the Super Bowl.
Yes, Jose.
I would like to share.
Oh, good, thank you.
My fact is I like to eat tacos
Okay,
and I like to sleep a lot.
okay.
And one opinion is I think Rock is the best athlete.
Okay, good, those were good. I like that, thank you. Does anybody else have one that they'd like to share?
Jose?
No? Okay, we'll move on. Could you please, oh, thank you. Okay, we've got, a PowerPoint here where we're going to practice, facts and opinions, determining which is which. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is I want you to understand that it's important to be able to distinguish between a fact and an opinion, especially as old as you are. You're getting ready to be adults, aren't you? And to make really important decisions, and for things like voting, or how to buy a car, or what university you would like to go to. And when you're reading written information, you need to be able to determine whether or not what they're presenting is a fact or an opinion trying to persuade you, okay? So that's the idea behind this lesson, is that we can learn to distinguish between the two. Okay, so each slide is going to contain a statement. We're going to read the statement carefully. We're going to select a response, and we'll determine whether or not our response was correct or incorrect. First slide, question 1. Abraham Lincoln was the greatest president. You can write either F or O on your board. Then you can raise it up. Interesting, we've got a good mix. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to choose somebody I haven't yet. Cynthia, what did you say? Opinion. Opinion. Very good. Let's see if she's right. Let's see if I can figure this out. Although Abraham Lincoln was a president, it is an opinion that he was the greatest president. If, for example, they had said he was the 16th president, would that be a fact or an opinion? That would be a fact. But the greatest president would be an opinion. So we're going to write down a couple of words that we've seen so far used with opinions. One is good. Another word is greatest. Okay, and these words are clues that perhaps we're looking at an opinion. Okay, and as we go, we're going to add to the list. Okay. Okay, second question. Marilyn Monroe was a movie actress. Is that a fact or an opinion? Write it on your board. Do not blurt. And we'll decide. Okay, so far I have 100% the same answers. You all say fact, so let's check it. Very good. Marilyn Monroe was in 29 movies. Since she acted in those movies, this is a fact. It can be verified, can't it?
Yes.
It can be tested. You could look it up in an encyclopedia or a dictionary or a reference book, correct?
Hey, wasn't she a model too?
She was a very beautiful woman. She probably started as a model.
No, I seen like a bunch of pictures of her, like all over the place.
Okay, Tiger Woods is the best golfer who ever played the game. Fact or opinion? Okay, I've got a mix again. That's good. That's good. Okay, so Raquel says it's a fact. Let's take a look. Although Tiger Woods has won many golf titles, whether he is the greatest golfer is an opinion. It can be debated based on the amount of titles he has won, but even this might not be the only basis for evaluating him as the greatest. Okay. Raquel will appreciate the next slide. Tiger Woods was the first African American to win the Masters Golf Tournament. Fact or opinion? Okay, I've got 100% fact on that one. Oops, I did the wrong button. So we'll read the opinion answer. Since no African American had ever won the Masters before Tiger Woods did. This is not an opinion, but a fact. Okay, and I'm gonna write another one of our clue words that we read in the fourth slide. Best would also qualify as an opinion. We're gonna go over an article. We talked about how important it is to be able to read critically. 2, 3, 4. Pass those back. So we're going to go over an article in which you're going to practice that. Okay, who here has ever heard of Area 51? Travis, tell me a little bit about it. Okay, a lot of people speculate that maybe there's alien spacecraft there, that alien bodies or spacecraft have been recovered and secretly sequestered there. Yes.
And where is Area 51?
Where is Area 51? We're going to find out in our PowerPoint, so we will answer that as we go. Yes. Oh, yes. Did I not give enough? 51, I chose this because it's a little controversial, and as you read information, written information, particularly on controversial topics, like what you're going to vote about or things like that, you need to be able to distinguish between fact and opinion as you're reading, okay? So you can follow along. All the text is on your paper as well. We're going to read each sentence individually. We're going to underline the facts and circle the opinions. You're going to do that on your paper and follow along while we do this. Some of the statements are neither a fact nor an opinion, so we're not going to mark those. They are statements that aren't particularly relevant to establishing the credibility of the article. Okay, who can read my first sentence for me? Isaac, thank you.
Area 51 is a military facility approximately 100 miles north of Las Vegas.
Look at that, we answered your question in the very first sentence, huh? Okay, so would that be a fact or an opinion?
Could it be a fact?
Can you look on a map and see if it's there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it says it
so
right there.
this would be a fact. Okay, so you underline that on your paper, please. Oh, here, Chris. Okay, everybody has that marked on their paper? Okay, next sentence. Read that for me, Destiny, thank you.
At the center of the at the center of the site there is a large alien.
Okay, would that be a fact or an opinion? Could we find a picture of it and see if there is a large airbase there? Could we establish that as a fact?
Yes.
Yeah, we could. So that is a fact. Very good. Okay, next sentence, Travis.
Area 51 is also the site of the U.S. government UFO cover-up.
Would that be a fact or an opinion? Could we look in a reference book, any kind of reference material, and find this information in it?
Yes.
You could look it up on something like the internet, but we've talked about the internet before. Is that reliable?
No.
Not 100% of the time. So this would be an opinion, because we can't actually establish this is true. So circle that on your paper. Raquel wants to read the next one. I like that. Go ahead, Raquel, you can read our next
The
sentence.
government is hiding the remains of alien spacecraft there, says Sarah Mitchell, a longtime resident from the surrounding area.
Okay, so that means resident means she lives nearby. Okay.
I think that's an opinion.
So you think that's an opinion. Do you think that Sarah could provide us with pictures of alien spacecraft
Yeah,
that
because
she's
she lives around
seen
Yeah.
transported in? I don't know.
No.
Have you ever actually seen a
No.
picture?
No.
Okay, so that would be an opinion. Our friend Sarah thinks that there's alien spacecraft there, but she cannot produce evidence for us that there is.
Because if she did, the government would take it.
Well, that's assuming that the government would actually be wanting to cover up alien activity. I don't understand why they would even want to. Okay, but that would be an opinion, wouldn't it, what I just said? Okay, our next sentence. Erica.
Evan believes that weapons testing done there has caused toxic pollution that could harm people in their society.
Okay, now Erica, is there any evidence to support this statement? Have they given you any data or any place to look up that data?
Yeah.
So would you say it's a fact or an opinion? Okay, so we're going to establish that as an opinion. It could possibly be true. I mean, if they're using jet fuels and things, there could be pollutions, right? But they have not given us that information, have they?
No.
Okay, next sentence. Raquel, you want to read again? Okay.
One such person is Mr.
Hayakawa,
Hayakawa, a member of a
civilian,
civilian intelligence group that maintains
monitors,
or monitors covered circuit
secret,
government attention.
operation. Good job, you did good. No, I gave you the hard sentence, didn't I? Okay, so Mr. Hayakawa is a member of a civilian, meaning it's not a military intelligence group. I'm a civilian, I do not belong to the U.S. military. Most of the people in this room, that's probably true for. That monitors covert, which is a fancy way of saying secret government operations. Does he give us any information about the name of his covert or his intelligence group?
No.
Does he give us any data about the number of members or anything that we can substantiate his claim with?
He just say group.
A group. I like what Travis just said, but raise your hand and say it out loud.
I
Good.
think this one is neither.
I think this one is neither also. So we're going to move on to the next sentence. Travis, would you read that for us?
The secrecy must end, he says, there is nothing extraterrestrial or strange here. It's good old American technology. Continue.
Okay, so is his statement, the secrecy must end, would that be his opinion or a fact?
His opinion.
His opinion. Because what if, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, I'm giving a counter argument. What if we should have secrets with our military testing? Do we want the enemies of our nation to know what we're doing?
No,
So maybe we should maintain some secrecy. That's an opinion, isn't it?
I'll do.
I like the fact that Cynthia's doing this in colors, making it real clear what's fact and what's opinion on her paper. All right, Destiny, did you want to read the next one? Oh, thank you.
Great Hawaii Glen, so it is titled Area 51 View.
So would this be a fact or an opinion? That would be a fact, and again, the lines are in the wrong place. So underline, written by Glenn Campbell, and it's titled Area 51 Viewers Guide. This is for Raquel.
Both available on Area 51.
Okay, I'm giving you a big clue. We've got some important words up here. What is it?
Not opinion.
It's an opinion, right? Because of what word? What word was our clue that it's an opinion? Best. Best was our clue that this is an opinion. Okay, very good. You guys are great. I want you to now look at your piece of paper. See how much of it is circled and how much of it is underlined, because this is going to help us establish the validity of the claims by this writer. Are there a lot of circles for opinions on your paper?
No.
Yeah,
Or are they mostly underlined facts?
actually, aren't they about the same?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, Cynthia, thank you for a quiet hand.
I mostly got facts, and I didn't get that many opinions.
Not very many opinions? Okay. And Travis, what did you say?
They're about the same.
About half and half?
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps this writer is trying to present two different viewpoints by giving some of the opinions about the area and some of the facts about the area. But do you, yes,
Oh,
Raquel?
he could be saying his opinion and what he researched and stuff, so.
Do you think when you write, Raquel, do you think it's easy to inject your opinion into what you're writing? It is, it's really easy to do, isn't it? And so it's important when you're reading to read one or two articles by different people if you need to establish the truth of something, don't you? One representing one argument and the other representing the other. Okay, so you have a short assessment to do on the backside. What I would like you to do is write either an F or an O in the space provided. Would you also put your name at the top of the paper, because I am going to collect these because I want to get an idea of how well this worked and whether or not you understand the difference between fact and opinion.
I was
Isaac?
wondering, can I put the legwork at the beginning?
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I would love that help. Yes.
Number 3, what's a superior?
Number 3. Say that again.
Superior?
Superior means better. Good question. And if you need any clarification, you may ask a neighbor, or you can ask me.
Britney Spears?
Thank you. You guys were wonderful.